What's up, everybody? The Chiefs just surprisingly extended somebody for a few years, and that is going to be tight end Noah Gray. I did want to talk about that in this video because it was a very unexpected signing. Again, the Chiefs just signed Noah Gray to a 3-year extension. This is coming just hours before the season opener against the Ravens. We were waiting as Chiefs fans to probably see an extension, well, hopefully see an extension announcement about Trey Smith. Now, Noah Gray was on a contract year. He's on a list of guys on a contract year that could, in theory, get extended. You've got Harrison Butker, done. Creed Humphrey, done. We thought Trey Smith and Nick Bolton might be next on the priority list, but looks like it's Noah Gray. So I do want to kind of break that down and talk about it real quickly here and just look at the numbers, the compensation update. Per Adam Schefter, they signed Noah Gray to a 3-year, $18 million extension that includes $10.1 million fully guaranteed. So it's pretty cheap. This is your tight end 2. He's not giving you tight end 1 production or anything like that. But this is a guy that has been solid for the team since getting drafted. What was it? 5th round, 2021. So he's been here. He's faithful. He can contribute on special teams. He's filled in that H-back role a couple times as well, a couple seasons as well, really. Hybrid fullback, tight end. You've used him for QB sneaks. You've used him, as a fullback at times. And then just recently in the preseason game, they were using Noah Gray as like the emergency long snapper. Okay, so you've got a bunch of uses for Noah Gray, and you're getting him for like $6 million a year for 3 more years. So that is something that I wanted to mention. Like, the tight end room had a lot of question marks about their future because Noah Gray was on the last year of his deal, because Travis Kelce is about to turn 35 and only has a couple years left on his deal. Blake Bell was a free agent. Irv Smith Jr. was on a 1-year deal. He didn't even make the roster. Blake Bell is still a free agent. And then you did draft Jared Wiley, so you have future there. But now you've got a little bit more security, a little bit more future. This guy is awesome. He puts his head down. He works, doesn't complain. He's a guy that actually has type 1 diabetes and has fought through that throughout his career. Really good, solid dude. You can use him in the pass game. Like, there was a tweet here by, I'm trying to find it. It was from PFF about a couple stats. Yeah, among tight ends last year, Noah Gray had 8 missed tackles forced. That's 13th of all tight ends. And then he had 5 yards after the catch per reception. That's 16th per PFF. So he's got some sneaky traits about him, and he's just a well-rounded guy, down-to-earth guy. You now have him on a 3-year deal worth $18 million. His contract this year, he was on the last year of his deal, and his cap hit was like $3 million. So I'll be curious to see if this lowers his cap hit a little bit this year. It might lower it a little bit. I am far from a salary cap expert by any means, but normally when an extension happens, it can definitely lower a player's cap hit. I mean, if you look at his stats over the last few years, again, it's nothing earth-shattering, but he's also behind Travis Kelce. He had, in 2022, 300 yards receiving and a touchdown, 28 receptions. He matched that, 28 receptions for 300 yards last year, 2 touchdowns. So again, this isn't a guy that is going to get fed a ton of receptions, but this is regular season. You know, he's getting a few catches a game, close to a few catches a game, maybe 2 catches a game, 3 sometimes, maybe only 1, but he is like kind of a security valve, a security blanket for the Chiefs when Travis Kelce is getting looked at, over the middle, getting double teamed. And who talked about it? Yeah, Doug Farrar. He shared that over the last 2 years, the Chiefs lead the NFL in 13 personnel. That's multiple tight end sets out there on offense. When you think of the Chiefs, you're thinking, oh, Mahomes is out there just wheeling, dealing it. They've only got Travis Kelce out there as a tight end. But no, they've been running a lot of multiple tight end sets. More than one tight end has been out there, and they've led the league in that. So what do I think of the signing overall? I don't mind it. The price, $6 million per year, that's not insane. I don't know where that puts Noah Gray as far as high, like where he's at on tight ends and where they're getting paid. I wonder if I can look real quick on tight end salaries over the cap and see where that actually would put him. But it's nowhere top of the market tight end money by any means. I mean, yeah, if we go to APY on over the cap, if I just like kind of glance at this real quick, I mean, that puts him down here, like it's down the list is where that's putting him. Average per year. That's by Tyler Conklin, Jawan Johnson, Gerald Everett money. And you got to also think they just got the deal done. So the cap always goes up. So you're always going to pay him a little bit more. But yeah, so again, love the signing. It's not going to cost you a lot. You're going to get a guy that's valuable on special teams, even though I think it was Brett Veach that said they're going to use him less on special teams this year. At least that's the goal. Use him a little bit more on offense. He's a do-it-all kind of guy. 4-phase special teamer if you need to be. Emergency long snapper if you need him to be. He loves to block. He's fine to get down and dirty as a tight end. A little bit smaller bodied guy, but still, he's been effective, and he's been a reliable pass catcher for Mahomes. He doesn't have a ton of drops over his career. Like I thought of a catch that Noah made maybe 2 seasons ago on a crazy 3rd or 4th down. If you guys remember this, he leaped up into the air and high pointed that ball. I think it bobbled even, and he came down with it. It was like a 3rd or 4th down and helped the Chiefs move the chains. A pretty clutch catch. This is the stuff about Noah Gray. He's like under the radar, makes plays here, kind of surprises you there. He's just a guy that will come in and do his job. I do like the signing. I am a little surprised to see that it was Noah Gray maybe before Trey Smith, but hey, you can't pay them all. And Trey Smith, for all we know on his side, him and his agent might be wanting $20+ million a year, and they want a boatload of money knowing that the guard market is insane. And the Chiefs might just be saying, hey, I don't know if we could do that. So who's next on our list? Who else can we extend and start to build around when it comes to future years? And Noah Gray was one of them. Maybe Trey Smith gets something done too here sooner rather than later. But again, the guard market is absolutely insane. We'll see what Brett Veach and company cooks up. You've got Joe Thuney, who's 32 years old. And then you've got Trey Smith over there, who deserves a bunch of money. You did also get CJ Hansen, the 7th rounder out of Holy Cross. He's a guard. You have some offensive lineman depth, some young guys that could maybe play some starting guard roles in the future. I know we're all worried about the season opener, so I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here and what I'm talking about. But when you're looking at players getting extended, guys, this is the stuff you have to think about. Brett Veach and company are always balancing multiple years on their roster. They're always looking ahead. Sure, the season opener's in 2 hours, 3 hours, but they're also looking 3 years ahead, not just 3 hours ahead. And that's what you got to do when you're the GM and you're trying to build a roster and keep them competitive in the midst of a dynasty. Would love to know some of your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. What you think of Noah Gray, what you keep of the signing, or what you think of the signing that they decided to keep Noah Gray around for years to come. John Clifford said, we will keep Trey. Hold on, they're doing great keeping us together. Yeah, so Trey Smith's contract is going to be way bigger. The bigger the contract, the longer it takes. They actually wanted to get Creed Humphrey done sooner. They wanted his extension done sooner, but it took so long to get it done that he was like, we'll see if we have time to get an extension done with some of these other guys on our list because Creed's was special. Well, Creed reset the center market by a lot. He's paid $18 million a year. That's borderline guard money. So it did take some time. Trey Smith, he's going to be another big contract. So that might take some time as well. Coaches love a team player. Oh, heck yeah. LRZ went to another team already? Yeah, he's with the Jags. Brett must have figured Noah was going to get paid a lot this offseason. Maybe. And sometimes it's just better to get your players extended now before they hit free agency because his market could have been a bit more competitive in free agency than right now? Well, yeah. And maybe Noah Gray, he wants to stay here. Maybe he wants to stay in Kansas City. His roots are here or whatever. He's been here for a while. I don't even know where he's from. I don't think he's local off the top of my head. But, yeah, Noah Gray's been here for 4 years, so he might have said, hey, guys, I want to stay. What can we do to keep me around in Kansas City for years to come? I mean, $6 million a year is nothing to blink. I mean, that's a lot of money for the average person. Holy smokes, that's a lot of money. So congrats to Noah Gray. The average NFL player doesn't necessarily make it past their rookie contract and get another multi-year deal, and Noah Gray did it. Let me know, again, in the comments what you think about this extension. Were you surprised? What do you think about Trey Smith now that Noah Gray is done? Could they be waiting? Yeah, let me know your thoughts on all that in the comments down below. And I will see you guys tonight for the live play-by-play reaction of the season opener. Ravens at Chiefs, Arrowhead is going to be rocking. I'm excited to call the game and hang out with you guys. And until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go.
How about those Chiefs?